Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Talk Shows. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Although it can be intimidating to work next to a pro like Kelly Ripa, Mark Consuelos entered live with Kelly and Mark with the inside connection. However, even though Mark is working with his wife, he admits it has its challenges. Undeniably, Kelly Ripa has years of experience on live. Specifically, she has more than 22 years of running the show alongside Regis Philbin, Ryan Seacrest, and now Mark Consuelos. Although Mark had a little preview of the work on the show before accepting the position full-time, he didn't really know what he was getting into. While he had the inside connection through his wife, Kelly, he didn't truly understand how she was doing for him when he stepped into the guest host role. However, after taking on the responsibility of full-time host, he recognizes she was prepping and taking on extra for him. During the recent Let's Talk Off Camera, Mark Consuelos reflects on his first year co-hosting live with Kelly and Mark. Undeniably, Mark admits it was much easier on him to be a guest co-host rather than the full-blown official co-host he is now. Over the years, he filled in while Kelly Ripa's co-hosts were unavailable. But taking the gig full-time has gave him new perspectives. When Kelly's previous co-host of 6 years, Ryan Seacrest, exited in April last year, Mark slid into the position. However, Mark reveals when he was a guest, he let Kelly carry most of the load. As a guest host, Mark says that Kelly did 99% of the heavy lifting. Within the podcast, Let's Talk Off Camera, Mark Consuelos said he often let his wife do most of the talking. When he was guest hosting, he says he would slide in at 7:30 a.m., believing he was some type of hero. Kelly Ripa openly agrees he was a savior. But he admits he didn't do any of the outros going to break and barely asked questions. Although it can be difficult to work with a spouse, Mark is quick to own up to Kelly's hard work. Admittedly, Live with Kelly and Ryan was her show, and he was happy to let her take the lead. Although he has taken on new responsibilities since joining full-time, he often still lets Kelly take the reins. "I still don't ask a ton of questions," Mark Consuelos reveals about guest interviews. But Kelly Ripa disagrees and boosts her husband's confidence, saying they are equal players in the live show. She counters him saying he doesn't talk much. That's not true. That's so untrue. It's in your mind. Although Mark notes her kind gesture, he isn't convinced she is being truthful. Furthermore, Mark says he enters the studio every day with nerves and high adrenaline. Initially, Kelly Ripa was a naysayer for bringing Mark on full-time, but she has been surprised by his way of bringing in a new breath of fresh air to the show. While Kelly Ripa doesn't seem to harbor bad blood with her husband, Mark Consuelos, over his job performance, he can't accept it. He remarks, "I still mess up almost every single day. I mess up something." Then Mark gives away his secret weapon for making it through his flubs. He confesses he just lets the audience steer through his mistakes by letting their clapping drown them out. "Once I had skin in the game, it became twice as challenging," referring to the show after his first official day as co-host on April 17, 2023. In many ways, the couple was afraid fans wouldn't like their dynamic. However, that has proved not to be the case. While any job has its challenges and working with a spouse can be difficult, these two are great at balancing it. Undeniably, they have on and off screen chemistry. Check out the Let's Talk Off Camera podcast here. What do you think about Mark Consuelos' thoughts on the difficulties hosting with his wife, Kelly Ripa? Do you think Kelly was holding back? Do you think that Mark does a good job as the co-host of Live with Kelly and Mark? Drop your comments below.